Assalamu alaikum students. I'm Lamia Alom. Hope all of you are well with your family. Today is our last class before Eid vacation and we are going to start a new chapter named Healthy Lifestyle. So our today's contents are a healthy lifestyle, infectious disease, ways of spreading infectious disease, types of infectious disease, and among the types of infectious disease, we are going to discuss two types, two types of disease named airborne disease and waterborne disease. Before starting the chapter, you have some instructions. I will expect that you will follow the instructions very carefully. At first, you have to watch the video, then read your textbook very carefully, then open your lecture sheet and read it. And last of all, you have to memorize all the question answer related to this topic. So, let's start our first lecture on chapter 7, Healthy Lifestyle. At first, we have to know about a healthy lifestyle. What does it mean? It means a way of living that reduces the risk of being ill. For example, if we talk about recent pandemic disease COVID-19, then we have to mention that maintaining personal hygiene and social distance are the good options to avoid this disease. Now, have a look at some ways how infectious disease spread from one person to another. The ways of spreading infectious disease from one person to another are cough or sneeze. Some disease can pass from one person to another through the air when someone coughs or sneezes. Number two is infected utensils, cloths, toilet, etc. We may get infectious disease by using glass plate, chair, table, cloths, toilet, etc. that used by an infected person. Number three is bites of insects and animals. Some infectious diseases are transmitted by bites of insects such as mosquitoes and animals such as dogs. And number four is contaminated food and water. Another way of causing infectious disease is eating of contaminated food and drinking contaminated water. Our next content is types of infectious disease. There are four types of infectious disease. They are airborne disease, waterborne disease, contact disease, and last of all, disease transmitted by animals and insects. Today we discuss the first two types of disease, airborne disease and waterborne disease. Airborne disease. What is airborne disease? This disease caused by germs and transmitted through the air due to coughing, sneezing, or talking or talking. Some examples of airborne disease are chickenpox, influenza, measles, and last of all is swine flu. Ways to prevent airborne infectious disease are A. Covering face during coughs and sneeze with tissue, handkerchief or elbow and keep our environment clean. B. Wash your hands thoroughly and especially after sneezing or coughing. C. We can keep our body healthy by eating a balanced diet and using safe water. D. We can also prevent the spread of disease by sufficient ventilation in our room. E. Avoid touching your face or other people with unwashed hands. F. Getting vaccination and avoid unhygienic foods helps to reduce the risk of the disease. Now we are going to discuss about waterborne disease. The diseases caused by taking water contaminated with germs are called waterborne disease. Some examples of waterborne disease are cholera, typhoid, dysentery, and last of all is diarrhea. There are some ways to prevent waterborne infectious disease. They are: we have to drink only clean and safe water. We can use the antiseptic liquid in our bathing water to prevent waterborne disease. We should regularly wash our hands with soap after returning home, after using toilet, before and after preparing food, and before taking any kind of food items. Ensure food is washed and cooked properly. Avoid eating any kind of stale food and unrefrigerated food. Vaccination for immunization against preventable diseases such as typhoid, hepatitis A, polio, etc. This is the end of our today's lecture. In your lecture sheet, you have 5 questions with answer. I think you know your responsibility. At first, you have to memorize all the question answers, and then you can write it in your home copy without taking any kind of help from your lecture sheet. There is a sample board question with an answer in your lecture sheet. It is a sample of how you can present your answer in board exam. That's all for today. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.